In a week full of Coastal Division matchups, the Newport Gulls are back home to welcome in the Mystic Schooners for the third meeting of the NBIC Cup. Welcome into beautiful Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. I'm Sam Reese, and a warm welcome into the Newport Gulls pregame show here on the Newport Gulls Broadcast Network. In an ever so competitive Coastal Division, Newport currently at 6-5 holds a half-game lead in a division with a lot of teams crammed together. It's a pivotal matchup early on in the regular season coming up between the Gulls and Schooners, and we've got a whole lot more coming up next on the Gulls pregame show.
I won!
That's a good play!
Since 1974, the Rhode Island Lottery has paid over $57 billion in prizes and contributed over $8 billion to Rhode Island's general fund. Your Rhode Island Lottery, a good play for 50 years and counting.
Welcome back into the Gulls pregame show. I'm now joined by the red-hot hitter that is Nolan Stevens. Nolan, you continued your hot streak this last week or so of NECBL play with a couple more hits yesterday on the Vineyard and a home run. Just what's been working for you lately at the plate?
I think what's working for me is just confidence and being short to the ball, not trying to do too much. Your goal when you're going up to hit shouldn't be trying to hit a home run. I think it's just hitting the ball hard, and confidence plays a big role.
Right, and you talk about confidence playing a big role. You're now in that leadoff spot. I have to think a spot that you'll likely stay in for a while, especially with Garrett's departure. So how have you sort of embraced now batting in that leadoff spot after being the number 2 hitter over the first couple of weeks of the season?
Yeah, I was talking to Garrett actually, and he was telling me how, as I was talking to him, I was saying, what do you got to do as a leadoff? Like, what's your thought process going into it? Because I've never been a leadoff before. And he said, it's the spots where you need to make a statement. So for me, it's just making a statement and setting the tone for our team. So, hitting a ball hard, whether it's if you get out or you don't, if you put a ball in play and hit it really hard, it's kind of setting the tone for the rest of the game. So leadoff spot is a big factor to set the tone.
Right, and now 11 games into the season, basically the entire roster here at this point with, guys over the last couple of weeks just filing in slowly but surely. How do you think at this stage, now a couple of weeks in, the camaraderie is with your teammates and how that chemistry is now a couple of weeks in?
Oh, it's amazing. I feel like we're getting closer every single game, every single day. It's one big family. There's these guys who play for all different teams, and I don't really know them coming into here. So just making friends and family, honestly. So it's great.
All right, thanks so much for the time, Nolan. That's Nolan Stevens, and we'll be back in a moment for more on the Gulls pregame show. Make sure to stick around. Welcome back into the Gulls pregame show. I'm Sam Reese, now joined by Andrew Duncan of Florida State. Andrew, it's great to be with you, and for you, you've settled in the last couple of days now into Newport, one of the later arrivals. So take me through, just experiencing the NCAA tournament there with Florida State, being with the team through the Supers, and then coming in here to Newport, settling in and meeting all the guys.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a dream come true, being on the team your first year and be able to experience that kind of stuff, especially in our stadium, and the atmosphere is just you can't even compare it to anything else. It's just crazy. But coming here playing with the boys, they welcome me home. It's nice playing here, beautiful out. It's way different than Florida, that's for sure. Not even really sweating right now, but it's easy to go out here and just do your thing when you got boys behind you to make you laugh all day and have fun. So just come here and just swing it.
Absolutely. And speaking of swinging it, you made a trip out to the Vineyard yesterday and recorded a couple of hits. So
yeah.
Now a couple of starts for you. How are you feeling there playing in center field and then getting some confidence at the plate as well?
Oh, I feel back at home, man. I didn't really play a lot my freshman year over at Florida State, but getting back out here and swinging it and being back where I'm supposed to belong in, it's nice. It's nice getting back out there and doing my thing. So
definitely. And last question for you, just talk about your experience so far, coming up here, to Newport, experiencing Newport a little bit, and then I know, you kind of enjoyed. I was talking to you on that fishing boat back from the Vineyard. Are you enjoying kind of a unique experience? Just talk about what it's been like so far.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it. It's definitely an experience I'll never forget. That's for sure. Especially when we're coming back on the boat, up to looking at the stars and stuff. Not many people get to experience that kind of stuff. So it's been fun. Definitely been fun.
All right, thanks so much for the time, Andrew. That's Andrew Duncan. You'll see him throughout the summer here at Cardines. We'll be back in a moment as the Newport Gulls pregame show rolls right along.
You got me, you got Newport Gulls pregame show. Brendan Locke standing alongside manager Mike Coombs. And Mike, a couple departures this week. Obviously, Garrett Staten, the most notable one, along with the 2 Navy players. How does that change kind of how your team is their outlook the rest of the summer?
Well, I gave Garrett a day off last week, and I hit Stevens in the 1 hole, and Stevens goes to me, he goes, I haven't hit 1 hole since high school, but I'm loving it. So then after we find out that Garrett's going home, I just left Stevens in the 1 hole and let him swing it.
An easy decision.
Yeah, that's easy. Now the other one with Murtha, he got better here. Did a great job. He's moved around a little bit out there in the infield, and he could, hit, and he did a great job.
Yeah.
He'll be missed. Garrett will be missed also.
Mac as well.
Mac as well, yeah. Mac's still here, I think, right now, but he's gotten better in the 3 weeks he was here.
Yeah. And then a busy week this week, 6 games in 6 days. How do you keep the guys mentally engaged with all the travel, 2 trips to the Vineyard, and how do you keep the guys kind of mentally with it this whole week?
Well, I don't know who did the schedule, but I'd like to have a talk with them. I mean, Tuesday and Thursday in the Vineyard, that's a little much, but hey, these guys are young guys. Us older, seasoned people, it's a tough gig. And so, we get over there, I tell the boys, I go, hey, it's baseball. Just get ready. Get ready to go between the lines and play as hard as you can.
Are you comfortable on ferries?
Yeah, pretty much so. The one at night looked like Gilligan's boat. That was a little crazy. You got in there and you're all squashed together, and you look out the window and you can't see jack. All you can see is lights on the
mainland.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I hope we don't go down or got to put on life jackets or anything.
That'd be a tough way. That'd be a tough way to finish.
Going over is pretty easy because you go on the big one.
Yep.
But coming back, I thought I'd see Gilligan and the captain and Ginger and all of the professor and just sit right back and I'll tell you a tale of a tiny ship. How does it? Yeah.
I don't know. That movie's a bit before my time. Gilligan's.
Really? Yeah, I was probably 10 when that was going on.
Yeah, I've
Gilligan's Island. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's talked about Gilligan's Island. And then how do we, kind of a slower start, win 5 in a row. Now we drop 2 in a row. How is that quantified, and how do you just make sure to find kind of a flat line that's always getting better?
We're finding out who can do it and who can't do it and what role each kid is going to be doing. And so last night we kind of found out that Pruitt is probably going to be our 5th or 6th starter. So he threw the ball very well. Conley came in and did too. Cavalli he struggled a little bit, kept the ball up and, gave up some runs. But, he'll be back out there sooner or later. He'll get the ball.
And then I was thinking about this on my drive in today. Out of all of the mascots in the NECBL, if there was a fight, where do you think the Gull would land? And who are you putting at the top of that real apex predator of the NECBL mascots?
Might be the one in Vermont.
Okay.
What is that one?
We might need to get back to.
Okay.
I
I think his name was Chip.
Okay.
And he was a chipmunk.
And that's at the top.
Yeah, I think because he gets after it.
More than a shark.
He'll dump water on you. He'll lean stuff over and then throw stuff. And we got him one time though.
Really?
Yeah.
You got back at him?
Yeah, my pitching coach grabbed a fungo, and as soon as he leaned over, he whacked him and knocked his eye out.
Oh, my goodness.
Which was great. And they say, keep coming on our dugout.
Yeah, try that again.
We're going to jack you up. You punk.
Yeah, exactly.
He tries to punk with you, and when it's at a serious time of the game, and I'll tell him a few choice words.
I'm sure. But you keep those in your back pocket, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I think he would be at the top.
More than a shark?
Yeah, that shark's toothless.
Mike Coombs, everyone. The Newport Gulls pregame show rolls on. We'll be back in a moment.
Thank you, both.
Thank you. That's fun.
I won.
That's a good play.
Since 1974, the Rhode Island Lottery has paid over $57 billion in prizes and contributed over $8 billion to Rhode Island's general fund. Your Rhode Island Lottery, a good play for 50 years and counting.
Welcome back inside the Newport Gulls pregame show. My name is Brendan Locke, standing alongside Oklahoma's Brad Pruitt. Brad, you're new to Newport. How do you like the town? What's the adjustment been like?
It's a great town, great environment. This is my first time really in the Northeast, so it's been a great experience so far. I've enjoyed it a lot.
And pitching so far, you've 4 innings, only 1 hit allowed. What's that been like, kind of adjusting to the level of play here and just kind of adjusting to the whole scene?
Yeah, it's fun getting back into a routine and throwing a lot. At the end of the day, it's the same game I've been playing, so just go out there and do what I know I can do, and it's been great.
Yeah, and I just talked to your manager, Mike Coombs, and he mentioned that I think that he said that you're going to kind of solidify a 5th or 6th spot on the starting rotation. When you hear that, what does that make you think about?
That's exciting. That's what I was hoping the role I'd get here, and I'm glad that I'm pitching well enough to earn that.
Nice. And then off day, golf, beach, fishing, or none of the above?
Honestly, a combination of beach and fishing. If I can get both those in at the same time, it'd be a perfect day.
Okay. Are you a freshwater guy, being from Dallas?
Yeah, a lot of like pond fishing, but being at the beach right here, I'd love to go out in saltwater and fish.
Have you done saltwater fishing before?
Yeah, when I'm on vacation, I go to Florida and do that, but I haven't been here yet, so next off day.
There you go. There you go. We have an off day activity scheduled. Brendan Locke, that's Brad Pruitt, signing off for the Newport Gulls pregame show.
I'm Reese back here with you as that just about puts a wrap on the Newport Gulls pregame show here on the Newport Gulls Broadcast Network. It's the Gulls and the Schooners in a Coastal Division Wednesday night showdown here at Cardines. And while that's a wrap on our pregame show, you can watch the game over on ESPN. Plus, first pitch slated for 6:35 tonight. That'll do it. I'm Sam Reese saying thanks so much for tuning into our pregame show.